Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to another video from T.W White Sons. Today we have a BMW X3. This is a 2-litre diesel SE automatic xDrive. So this has the four-wheel drive sort of on demand. So if four-wheel drive is needed, it'll cut in automatically. So perfect for, snow, and I suppose if you're towing something or muddy fields, etc. Now, what I really love about this car is the colour. The colour of the exterior and the interior. I've never seen one in this colour. I'm not entirely sure what it's called, but to me it's like a bronzy colour. Most of the cars we've had, X3s, have either been the silver or black. In fact, most BMWs we tend to have are either silver or black. Now, as I walk around the car, tell you a little bit about it. Belonged to a university lecturer, actually a doctor, at the University of Kingston. He's had it since brand new. Bought it from Cooper's of Thames Ditton. That's the sort of area he's in. And he's always had it serviced. The last two have been Halfords, but previous to that, all BMW. It's done about 69,000 miles, but I'll get the exact mileage when we get in the car. Now, we're giving it a quick clean. There's a couple of little things I want to do. There's a little scuff there, and a couple of the alloys are scuffed. Apart from that, the car is lovely. Now, it's actually a February 2012 registered vehicle. The only reason the gentleman's selling it, he part exchanged it for one of our Mazda CX-60s, is because of the ULEZ expansion, and we're getting a lot of this at the moment. But I think people are taking advantage of this, so we're taking lots of non-ULEZ cars in part exchange over here at Orpington, because we're already very near the current ULEZ zone. So people are probably panicking a little bit, perhaps, but I say the wheels are in motion for it to be, I think, implemented in August this year. So people are part exchanging. We're not complaining at all. And then people from other parts of the country, especially the south coast, seem to be snapping these cars up and snapping them up at an alarming rate. So this would do somebody, fine service. It's comfortable, it's economical, it's safe, it's in beautiful condition. The colour is just lovely, and wait till you see the interior. So let's start off at the boot and work our way inside. So there you go, look, Cooper BMW, Thames Ditton. Now, this isn't your typical SUV. It's had lots of things thrown in the boot, and it's all sort of marked up, etc. This is in very nice shape, and there's no dog hairs. So my valet was very, very happy when he saw this car. You've got this tonneau cover that folds, okay, and if you want some extra space, you've got sort of 40-40 20 split rear seats. In fact, let's have a look and see if they fold flat. I'm unsure. Not quite 180 degrees, but very close to it. And the weight of these seats, you can really feel the quality of these seats. And look at the space in the back there. Look at that. It's got a very low sort of transmission tunnel as well, which gives it that more airy feel. You've got ISOFIX anchorages on the two outer rear seats, and you've got the all-important cup holders, an armrest in the middle there. So as a 4-seater car, that would be its most comfortable, in my opinion. You've got the map reading lights, and that's not a bad idea, having hard plastics on the rear seats, because I know my son would be kicking that. You've got the rear vents. You've got this lovely, I haven't mentioned that yet, stone leather interior. Now, I'd only imagine that this is an option, and to my surprise, this car has electric front seats. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 way. And then I've never seen this before, but this is some sort of, I don't know whether it's an orthopedic seat, but you've got, it works by air, and you can feel the contours of the seat changing So I'd imagine that was an option, and I'd imagine a very expensive option, because I'm always a little bit disappointed in the kit that you get with BMW as standard. You know, and I'm not used to, you know, using manual seats and things like that, and they tend to have them, but these are fully electric. Okay, not just because I think Mercedes are guilty of this. You can push the seat goes forward and backwards manually, but the rest of it is automatic, sort of like a half electric seat kit, but these are full. So I was pleasantly surprised. You've got this lovely centre console. It's not marked up or anything like that, because these sort of silvery centre consoles are susceptible to that. Oh, let's have a look in here. Oh, you got what looks like sort of an older type phone kit, is that? And you've got an auxiliary and USB there. Now, a little tip: I own some classic cars, and one of them's got an auxiliary socket. I got a little Bluetooth receiver, plugged it in, and I can now stream all my music through the original system. Wow. Well, let's check out if this has got the standard Bluetooth as well. I'm pretty sure it will. So let's put this down. You've got a CD player, dual zone climate. I don't think it has. No, it doesn't have heated seats. That really surprised me. But I'd imagine that was a very expensive option on when this car was new, because this is a one-owner car. Look at that. No previous owners. And we don't normally get sort of 2012 BMWs, you know, sort of one-owner vehicles. We can't remember the last one I got. So this isn't like a big car supermarket car, you know, ex-company lease car or, you know, auction car. This is a genuine one privately owned vehicle, and a very nice chap actually that owned it. So if you're watching this video, thank you very much for the car. We're delighted with it, and thanks for your business. You've got front and rear parking sensors. Now, I've got a feeling that there's a couple of other options on this car, but correct me if I'm wrong. Now let's start her up. 2 keys. So foot on the brake, press this button, and she fires into life. Okay. Now look at that, 67,086 miles. Okay, so very low miles. Climate control I've mentioned. Now look at this sat nav. Now that looks bigger than the ones I normally see, if they have sat nav, because a lot of the BMWs have got the screens but they don't have the sat nav. And look at this, you can have a split screen, which I thought was pretty good. And because when I saw that, I thought, no, I've not seen that before. So you've got like you can come out of that, of course, yeah, and have the full screen, which looks, you know, really decent. So navigation. So let's go Roehampton, for example. Start guidance. And it's working it out, I think. Please proceed. There you go, 19 miles away, and I'll be there at 2:30. Wow, okay. So there you go. The sat nav still looks, even though it is what, 10 years old, it still looks quite up to date, to be honest. Destination input, city or postcode, and it works on a dial like this. So I would say very user friendly. Okay. So we've got that there. So yeah, really great. Now the other thing that I was impressed with is it has a FM, AM, DAB radio. Now DAB, I'd imagine that was an expensive option. So this car has definitely, I'd love to have seen the original bill of sale. I'd imagine these seats, the electric seats, the sat nav upgrade. I don't know if this is, they call it business sat nav or something. The DAB radio. Oh, and we said we'd look at the telephone. Okay, so you can pair up a Bluetooth device there. Okay, and then you can answer the calls here. So yeah, this is a very usable car. It'll do someone a fine service for many years to come, and as long as you're outside of the M25, you're going to be fine for paying this ULEZ charge. But I say this will be a really good car for somebody, and I'm sure there's people out there thinking, oh, you know, we don't go into London. I wouldn't drive into London. We don't go into London. Let's take advantage of getting ourselves, you know, a bargain. So yeah, here we are. So a couple of things. We're a Mazda dealer. We'll put the car through our workshop, make sure everything is tickety-boo. I wanted to share the service history. I was looking at that earlier. I do like to look at this. So, first service, Coopers of Banstead. That's round the corner from where I live. Banstead, there's a place called Romans that sells supercars and things. This is on the same road as there. Here we go. So in 13, it had a service at 10284, then Cooper Banstead again in 2014 at 18930, then a Cooper's Thames Ditton 2709 in 14, again in 15. Cooper's Croydon 15, Cooper's again 17, Cooper's again 17. Why is that? Twice. 3,000 miles. There was probably some other thing that came up, because I know BMW have got look at these different services. There was probably something else that needed doing. And then the gentleman used Halfords in 19. Okay. And 21. There you go, at 6970. So the car is due a service. We shall carry out that service. Anything that requires doing shall be done. For example, brakes or tyres, etc., etc. The car will come with a 1-year comprehensive warranty, and you can use that at any VAT registered garage. Okay, if the MOT is short on the vehicle, which I'd imagine it probably is, we shall do that as well. I'd imagine it expires next month. So 12-month warranty. Any cosmetic bits and pieces will do. To be honest, there's not much on this car at all. There's a little mark on the front bumper, but unfortunately I don't have this touching because the car, this colour, I've actually never seen before. So if you'd like any further information on this vehicle, please don't hesitate to ask. I'd imagine I've left a few things out that I wouldn't have known about, not being a BMW dealer, but I can go away and have a look and find out. But if you need more specific photos, videos, do not hesitate to ask. We are here to help. Now, if you're having a look and it's outside our regular business hours, don't let that prevent you from inquiring. Leave us a voicemail, drop us an email, and we shall come back to you as soon as possible. Okay. If you've not dealt with us before, or you're out of area, and you've not dealt with us before, because we do sell a lot of cars out of area, do check out our reviews so you've got an idea of who you're doing business with. Okay. So I want to thank you for watching the video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've actually enjoyed exploring this car, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you. Bye bye.